Hello everyone, welcome back again. Today I am making PONMO sauce, so let's get started. In this nylon bag I have some frozen PONMO which I brought out from the freezer a couple of hours ago, and right now I'll go ahead to prep, washed, and make sure it is nicely clean. I'll be going in with a knife. You can use an iron sponge or any sponge you like or anything you use to make it clean, but for me, I use the knife. There was a time I was using iron sponge and I had a bad experience with iron sponge, and ever since I don't use iron sponge again. I use knife and it has been working perfectly. Oh, look at this one. It is so dirty. PONMO can be a very dirty part of the meat, and you just need to be very careful when cleaning it. If you are the type that get tired easily or that get fed up easily, you cannot clean PONMO. PONMO is so dirty, but it is sweet and delicious. So we need to get into the work. Now I'll rinse it again, and I actually rinse and wash this PONMO a couple of times before the water runs clear. Now I'll add it back into the bowl. I'll add some salt to make sure it is completely free of any germs or anything with the dirt, and I'll just go in with the knife and make sure it is nicely clean. I know some people go ahead to just scrape off all the back side of it. They don't want to see any brownish part in the PONMO. It is okay, but for me, this is how I like it. And as you can see, I was holding a foam the other time. That was because as I was cleaning, I was washing. I actually have to clean the sink area because of the dirt was just too much. And now the PONMO is clean, the water is also clean now, and that's okay by me. So I go ahead to cut the PONMO into bite sizes just like this before adding everything into a pot. And I'll season that with a little bit of salt. I added some seasoning cube. I will be adding some onion paste, ginger paste, and of course garlic paste. Yes, I need all this to cook this PONMO because I don't want it to be smelling PONMO smell, or PONMO has a very bad odor. I don't like it, so I just cook it in my own way to reduce the smell and everything. So now I'll go ahead to add in some tomatoes, one small onion, and some scotch bonnet peppers. I want to steam this before blending it. Now put that on the heat and let it steam and cook. And right now this is the tomatoes. They have already wilted beautifully, and I'll just remove it and add it into my blender and blend that. I'll cover this and allow it to cook some more. Now I came back to check on it, and just look at the PONMO. It is looking beautiful, right? Trust me, it smells amazing. The amazing part of this recipe is it was not smelling like PONMO. The aroma in the house was so pleasant. Now it's time for me to combine everything together. In a wok, I'll add some vegetable oil and let that heat up a bit before going in with the diced onions. I'll be frying these onions until it is a little bit caramelized. We are not caramelizing it. I just want it to get closer to caramelization. Okay. Now I'll combine that and fry it just like it is now. It is perfect. And I also go in with some ginger paste and just fry that together. And I'll be adding a little bit of thyme as well. And that's just because I love the flavor that thyme gives. You can skip it if you don't want to add it to it. It is okay. And I'll also add in a tablespoon of tomato paste. And this tomato paste is the one that consists of pepper, onions, and tomato all formed into a paste, and it is so good. Now fry that until it is no longer tangy and just like this. That is how you know it is good, and the tomato paste, it is now sweet. And I went ahead to pour in the blended pepper mix, the one I pre-cooked the other time, and just combine everything together. And make sure everything is well coated in together, and I'll also rinse the blender jar and add it into it and just combine it together like this. And I'll cover this so it can cook for like 5 minutes. Remember, the peppers are already cooked, so it won't take long at all. Now I came back to check on it, and it is looking so good. And I'll season with a little bit of salt, some all-purpose seasoning, and 1 seasoning cube, and combine that together beautifully. And now I'll cover it so it can cook all through. If today is your first time here, a very warm welcome to you. And for you to be part of the family, make sure you click on the subscribe button and also hit the notification icon. This will enable you to get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you. Now I added in the cooked PONMO and just combine it together beautifully. Oh my goodness, this was so amazing. You guys, it was so good. As yummy as it looked, it tastes delicious. Now I'll add some of the PONMO stock just to loosen it a bit, and I'll cover this so it can steam together. On the other hand, I have my pan, so I'll add some palm oil to heat up before going in with this iru. This is the fermented or mashed locust beans, the one we normally use for ewedu soup or ogbono soup. Or if you don't want to see iru in your meal, then you should use this one. It is known as iru pete. You can get it in the market. They sell it in the supermarket too, and it is good. So that is what I'll be using today. I will just melt that into the oil beautifully. And I also added in some sliced onion to fry this until it is well translucent. So I checked back on the PONMO and just look at that. It smells amazing. It was so good, and I was very happy because the whole house was not smelling PONMO-ish. Yeah, it was not smelling that kind of odor. It was so good. The ginger and the garlic actually took over the whole house, and I love it. Now I check back on the fried onions and the locust bean. It was ready, and I'll add it into our sauce. And then combine together just to make sure everything is well combined. And to all my returning subscribers, I am so glad you always come back to watch. Thank you so much for always engaging in my videos. And don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up and also share this video. Thank you. Now the sauce is looking so good. I just combined together just like this, and oh my goodness, this was so good. My husband was the one that actually tasted this PONMO sauce the first time, and he said it's so delicious, and it's true. When I tasted it, I really like it. If you like what you have been watching, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more recipes. And let me know in the comment section, what will you be pairing this beautiful and amazing sauce with? Thank you all for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.